And then my mama died at like 90 something. They were together since the day they met. They got married. My papa was a war veteran. My mom worked in a mill, and they were together for forever. You rarely see that anymore. And the reason is because of instant gratification. See, people don't want to admit that they're wrong. They don't want to take accountability. Their egos get in the way and their pride. So when things go south in a relationship, they just kick that person to the curb and start over instead of working on the relationship. That's instant gratification. It's okay. You don't want to act right? I'll go find a new one. It's crazy. And it's only going to get worse. And it makes me fear for my children, because I want my children to have healthy relationships and stable relationships, something I've clearly never had. It's concerning that things are so quick nowadays. These social media, and what it is stemming from is online dating services, Tinder, stuff like that. It's gotten people in the mindset that they can just flip-flop. And they do. It's crazy. That's not natural. And matter of fact, God would not want that for you. That is not, there's nothing like that in the Bible, honey. Actually, quite the opposite. He talks about how you're going to burn in hell for shit like that. So, call me crazy. I'm so happy alone. Like, seriously, I'm so happy alone. People get on my nerves, okay? If you haven't been able to tell, I have this much patience that God graces me with every day. It's not enough patience to take on a relationship. It's barely enough patience to work every day and try to survive out here.
That's weird. I should be able to still highlight comments. We're not going to have...
Why is it when you're happy alone, though, the devil sends all his little single minions to come out and try to get their hooks in you? It's crazy. It's like, have you ever dated a girl or a guy, and then all of a sudden other people start hitting on you because they know you now have a significant? People are freaking evil. It's crazy. Crazy. Some of y'all that offer these girls places to stay, it is so beyond desperate and crazy. Like, I wonder if I could find a news story on some guy that invited some homeless girl off the internet to his house and then she killed him. Now, I bet you there's stories like that. I bet you money there is. You know there is. You know there is. It's just so crazy. And you know, nobody ever puts themselves in my shoes either. Nobody ever thinks about the fact that I'm the perfect victim.
She's really getting into, like, I don't know, her drug lifestyle. That's why I went live again. Before, she was just, like, shopping and talking about the news. But now she's getting into, like, I don't know, she lived in a mansion with unlimited drugs and money. But now it's our responsibility to take care of her because that's abuse. She's like, no one shoved drugs down my throat. But, you know, you guys just had to send me money.
It would be months, if not years, before somebody even realized that I went missing because there's nobody to report me missing.
Except when they reported you missing and we showed the report. I have it, actually. Let me grab it. Stupid woman.
You think these perverts don't know that? You think there ain't been YouTube stars that have met perverts off the internet that were killed? Because there has been. You don't need everybody's help. You don't need everybody's help. I fantasize about cutting your throat sometimes.
Yeah, Brooke. I can't show chat on screen anymore.
Some of y'all are predators. Predators.
Because Brooke likes to keep racist shit up, but won't block. Yeah, she won't block racist shit, but she'll block, like, I don't know, people just being like, you look nice. How can I help you?
I have been a victim since I was a child.
You need help with.
My whole life. Come out the womb a fucking victim. It's crazy. I'm just so proud of myself for the healing I've done. The fact that I can laugh about it and even talk about it, because for the first 8 years of my life, I couldn't discuss anything that I was going through. And I'm just glad that after 20 years of therapy that I can even discuss parts of my childhood, because for the longest time I couldn't. There's so much more to talk about, but it's a lot. It really is.
Does something else happen? I'm gonna put it back.
Things at all.
It's just live, so.
People can't really conceptualize what I'm talking about lots of times because of my own communication. That's what I was saying. Communication is key. I'm working on that. Maybe 5-10 years from now, when I'm sitting in my nice house and I ain't stressing about bills no more, and life is stable, and I've finished my education, and I'm finally helping members of the community, maybe then I'll think about dating. But the only people
I mean, like, I kept a bombastic side eye on her. She wasn't saying anything interesting until she got into the mansions of the drugs. The drugs. I mean, I guess we could put it back, but then we get too far away from the live and people go, you're so far behind on the live. So we'll just do a loop, kind of. Not to the beginning, but to the interesting part.
That would want a girl in my situation right now are desperate suckers that are looking to abuse me. Stop being naive. You don't need everybody's help, and not everybody is trying to help you. And more often than not, nobody gives a fuck about what you're going through. And don't piss them off, honey. Because then they'll want to come out for your blood. They'll want to see you suffer because you won't suck their dick. Life's wild. Life is so wild.
She made $30 though. Someone sent her $19.99, and someone sent her like $3, and someone sent her like $5. And I was like, wow, Brooke's kind of raking it in right. But and she had like 750 people in her chat at one point. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
So I figured it out. People like Bonnie Blue and Lily Phillips, the guys like them because they're whores. The guys nowadays get mad when girls are not whores and girls have morals and values. It's crazy. It's ass backwards from where it was in the 80s and 90s, where women who had moral value were put on a pedestal and traditionalism was common practice. It's the opposite now. Society is porn is literally rotting these people's brains. Thank you. I was watching interviews with Lily Phillips and Bonnie Blue, and something that really stuck out to me was the age of these guys that are showing up to meet these women to receive STDs probably, and how they fawned over these prostitutes. I'm gonna call it what it is. How they fawned over these prostitutes. See, if I was out here with an OnlyFans showing nothing but strictly stripping content and acting vulgar and disrespecting myself, then the masses would be clapping like seals on a shore for me. But
that's why I walk around in just a bra.
Since I do the opposite and I teach young women to respect themselves and young men to respect themselves.
That's why I have a channel teaching women how to be strippers.
Now I've become a target. It's crazy. But you know, they talk about this in Revelations. They say how evil will be celebrated, and if you're a truth teller and you stick to truth, then you're going to be persecuted for it. Prosecuted? You're going to be persecuted? You know what I mean. Pretty much, society will try to destroy you because you're spreading the word of God and you're leading people towards the right way of life.
That's not what persecution is, but okay.
I don't really care. I've been fighting my whole life, so if I go to the grave being defiant, it's on par with the rest of my life. It's on par with the rest of my life, honey. If he didn't get my soul while I was on drugs, he can't have it now. You know what I mean? Y'all hear my bra? It's a plastic thing.
I feel like we're in deja vu sometimes.
Persecuted. Persecuted?
Squeaky bra.
No, not the clam jokes. It is very hard to find people to trust. It is pumpkin. It is. People are not to be trusted. Man. I used to think when I was in my 20s, when I would find out that a friend had screwed me over or was talking behind my back, I used to get so bent out of shape about it, and it really bothered me, but it's gotten worse in recent years. Social media has created the space for people to be fake. They can hide behind screen names. They can have fake profile pictures. They can lie behind a fake alias. It's just created a culture of non-authentic people. Social media has messed up the world. It has. It has. These dating apps, these platforms.
You're on social media right now, Brooke.
I mean, for God's sake.
YouTube is social media.
A damn Down syndrome
Down
Photoshop
syndrome.
app. What is it called?
What?
I don't use them.
What?
Filters. They created a filter. I don't know if it was Snapchat. Hold on. Let me
I know what
check
she's talking
myself.
about. I thought she was
What
saying they made
app
an
had
app.
the Down syndrome?
Like Down syndrome
What is
dating
it
or
called?
something.
Filter. Filter. These OnlyFans, let me tell you how disturbed. I don't know who's worse, the OnlyFans models or the guys that was buying this content. I think they need to be on a watch list if
What about the people who designed the filter?
they're into handicapped people. I'm not saying that handicapped people aren't lovable, but there's laws to protect them against perverts for a reason.
Just like anyone else.
Multiple
They're people
reports
too.
indicate that an AI-powered filter that mimics the physical features of individuals with Down syndrome has appeared on several social media platforms. Let me tell you something. I had a mentally challenged uncle, and these would have been fighting grounds. Like,
Is it Uncle Randy?
I would have been, thank God the internet wasn't around, because I probably would have hunted down whoever created this app. Do you hear me? This is unacceptable, and it's weird. Once again, who should we be mad at more? The models that used this Down syndrome. What it would do was, it's a filter for the face. Y'all know how all these bitches have filters because they're not happy with themselves. And it's a filter. So the girls go to take a video and it makes their face look like they have an extra chromosome. We all know that people with Down syndromes, and there's different levels to that. A lot of people that have the heavy chromosomes, the extra one, their face has a distinct look, okay? Some social media app, I think it was Snapchat, Instagram, and TikTok, they had this Down syndrome filter. OnlyFans models who sell their butthole online for $2.99 decided that they were going to start making content like they had an extra chromosome. Do you know that these weirdos, the customers of OnlyFans, started gobbling this stuff up? I saw one of the videos. What's his name? Joey Swole? Is that who that is? I don't know. I think he had a video that he posted today, and it was an OnlyFans model that was outside of her apartment complex, and she's prancing around like she has Down syndrome, and she's got the
Prancing around like she has Down syndrome.
filter on, and it's very disturbing. Once again, I don't know who should be in jail more, the model or the customers that bought this material. But that
What about the people who made the... Why does the filter exist?
goes, think about the psychology behind that for a minute, and I can go ahead and give you an insight into that, because as it just so happens, I study way too many sex crimes.
Yeah, tell us the psychology, Brooke. Is it because they are more influential and you could get them to do things they may not feel comfortable doing, but they would just do it anyways? Is that what we're going to get at? Or what's Brooke's take going to be? I can't imagine it being anything else, but let's just see.
It's about power and control.
Yeah, like pretty much the same thing.
These perverts would be into this content because of the lack of intellectual, and I'm not saying these people are slow, but they're attracted to this person not having the will or the ability to say no. Does that make any sense? It's about power and control and the lack of intellectual.
It's easier to trick a dumb person than it is a smart person. Is that what you're trying to say, bro?
Intelligence in the victim. The filter has been widely criticized and condemned as disturbing, insensitive, and exploitive. What about a sex crime, fam? What about all these people need to be on a watch list because they're attracted to people that are disabled? People who cannot consent by law to sexual activity. This is crazy. It has been used in problematic ways, including creating content creating sexual content and promoting adult subscription sites like OnlyFans.
I mean, that's weird.
It's crucial to be aware of the ethical concerns surrounding this filter. And here's the thing.
People have weird fucking fetishes. What are we going to do about it, Brooke? Now that we have this information.
If they would have just had a damn filter and been taking pictures with the filter, that would have been fine. It's when they started using it in adult content that it become concerning.
Why would it be fine to put a Down syndrome filter on your face? I think that's offensive. Isn't that offensive? Wouldn't a person with Down syndrome find that offensive?
I mean, I do think, well, let's ask them. Let's ask the people that are with Down syndrome how they feel about it.
Okay, let's go find one.
I think we should leave it up to them. Do you want a filter that resembles you out there for public use or no? And that's what I'm saying. Like, it is insensitive. But do I think that the Down syndrome community would care? No, not at all. Not at all. They're some of the happiest people you ever met. They'd be like,
You just said like they couldn't consent and they don't understand what's going on. So like, I don't know.
like, sure, use it. Well, yeah. Like, we'll say we're sisters. Like, they're some of the sweetest people. It's when they cross that line into using it for sexual exploitation and to make money, in my opinion, that it crossed the line. And like now, given the circumstances, I don't even think these things should be readily available for people to use, but it seems like there's still a couple of sites that do let.
Is it not to make fun of them? That's not cool to make fun of them.
Because it says here that new accounts using the filter and problematic content may reappear under different names. So it sounds like these girls are just renaming the videos and going through different outlets to spread these videos. So creepy.
That's a weird take from Brooke.
If you don't care,
Be
then I don't need
okay.
to care.
Uh,
Oh, congratulations, Omar. That's a long time to be married. 32 years. That's something to be proud of. Something to be
She's basically saying we can make fun of people with Down syndrome, but they can't be sexy. That's what it sounds like they're saying.
proud of. Puerto Rico. Yeah, no doubt. Stay safe. You watching the news in Puerto Rico, I see. Yeah, the Americas are on fire. Thank you. Where's my passport? I'm on the way to Puerto Rico. Oh, it's in storage. We'll have to stop by storage before we catch a plane or a boat or a raft. I might Tom Hanks it, honey. I'm desperate. This place sucks. Puerto Rico, I'm jealous. I love the islands. Any island. What island? All of them.
Just making it make sense.
It doesn't matter. The Philippines, I don't care. The West Coast, the East Coast, the Virgin Islands, Bahamas, just send me. Just send me. Key Largo, I don't care. Any island. Which islands, Brooke? All of them. All of them. Just send me anywhere. Make sure I got my soccer ball, though, because I'm going to need him. He's my only friend. Wilson! Speaking of the world's on fire, what's going on with
Is the world on fire,
city
though?
being burned to the ground?
Uh-oh.
Oh, snap.
No, hold
So
on.
Texas, Jesus Christ. I
Could
wonder
you
if they'll
minus
recruit
40?
me now. They need me.
20.
I wonder if they'll let me join now. I wonder if I can call that recruiter from 6 months ago and be like,
This one? Whoa.
y'all are going to have a hard life because of the fact that you fail to recognize how privileged you are. As your head is shoved up your mom and daddy's ass, as they pay for your insurance, as they pay for your food, you ain't even never been motherfucking grocery shopping before, and you want to come here and run your mouth to me?
Okay, yeah, see, this is the good part. We'll skip back to the future. I can't even, I don't have my things. Where is my things? Let me see if they're back online. They're not back online. You see, I don't know if you guys read that. That says it's not available. I don't have a down thing down there. I can't put the This Is Live with Truth or Dancing thing on. I can highlight comments. But, the thing that I use is not working. So I don't know what my point to that was. You can't tell that it's live, but we'll go back to the live after we listen to this crazy story about Brooke living in a mansion full of money and drugs.
It's cute. You're going to have a hard life. You better learn to respect your parents and grow up. Anyone with a vulgar name or a vulgar profile picture and or cartoons as their profile picture will be blocked because this is supposed to be restricted against children.
I mean, there's cartoons that aren't made for children.
And some of y'all give your ages away by commenting on shit you ain't got no business to be talking about. You have no skin in the game if you still live at home. You have no skin in the game if you haven't been through the Department of Corrections and grew up in foster care. You have no skin in the game if the government didn't wrongfully incarcerate you twice for crimes you did not commit. Stay in your fucking lane. You might.
I wonder what this guy back here thinks of all this. He can probably hear her.
Mom and daddy ain't never spanked you. I will, honey.
At least we can draw still. That's cool.
If your mom and daddy would have damn wranged your neck, you probably wouldn't be acting like you do half the time. Some people need to be punched in the throat. Let's see here. Guys. Saturday. I want to go from Monday. So Monday I spent $35. Refuel $60. Tuesday. Wednesday I put $30 in. That was yesterday. And then today I put 28 plus 8. So what's the math on that? I'm sorry. 35, 60, 30, and then another 34. 30. Lord, Brooke. Anyways, that's how much money I'd have in my pocket right now if I didn't have this fucking truck. At least $200. I mean, it's ridiculous. And I've been sitting most of the week. That's only gas to get to the bathroom, gas to get to shower, gas to go get groceries for dinner, because I can't buy stuff like this and keep it on hand. So anything that's like this, I have to buy on the go the day that I'm gonna eat it. This is how your life becomes more expensive in van life, because you could buy a whole 12 pack or 18 pack of eggs for the same price that I bought these. I've been doing this the past 2 or 3 days, showing y'all how van life is more expensive than living in a house.
What are those, like pre-boiled eggs?
Sure, you don't have a water bill. Actually, you do. You're going to be spending about $100 a month on water. And that's outside your gym membership, where you would be finding running water if you need it. There's nowhere, you can't walk into a McDonald's bathroom or a gas station bathroom and fill up your water bottle. So you're going to need a gym membership. And you're also going to need to be buying packs of water, if not gallons of water. You're going to need it to brush your teeth, to wash out your dishes, to cook, to clean. This is not cheap. I can't do it. I can't swing it. I ain't been able to, you know? It's much more expensive, and there's so many ins and outs that people don't think about until they move into this situation, and then like it hits them in the face. These van lifers on YouTube, I blame, because they make it seem like this is a life of luxury and ease when...
See, like, she's blaming the van lifers again. This is what Brooke thinks, I guess. She was watching van lifers, and she was like, I'm gonna go do that, and it'll be easy. But then she's gonna say, like, no, my channel was something else before I was a van life. But we could go to the first video she ever had on this channel, and she's like living out of the truck. I don't know what she's talking about. And
it's a life filled with constant cleaning, constant financial maintenance on the car. I've been through, I don't even know how many sets of tires in the past 2 years. I just had to replace $250 sensors. I just had to replace a $600 headlight. I need another headlight. My front windshield is cracked. The list just goes on. When you're living out of it and you're using it every day to go get your resources, what are your resources? So your resources would be your food and where you shower. You're going to spend money just going to get that every day. It's very complex. It's very complex. And it's stressful, and it's expensive. And
she just likes to do this sob story.
I think that people need to be honest about this instead of trying to glamorize this, because it makes us that are struggling, that have been struggling in this situation, we get forgotten about, because all of the van lifers act like this is all hunky-dory and this is a personal choice. I want to be clear, this is not a personal choice. I moved into a car to escape sexual torture bi-weekly. I'm living in a car because I do not want someone sexually abusing me on a weekly basis.
So this is the oldest video, and this is her let's cook out and chat. And she's in the fucking truck before moths ate this. It kind of was eating it a little bit, but not as much. And then the truck, like she's always been in the truck. Keep that in mind.
That's why I live in a car. So if you want to say that saving myself was a personal choice, yes, but I had no choice but to move into my car. So, you know, it's like people think that I moved into my car to start a van life channel, and it's nothing like that. I had my channel before I become homeless.
But you didn't post anything except van life stuff. Like, that's the only thing you've ever posted on her.
Exactly. I can't be any more frugal than I am. Exactly. My paycheck last month was $650. My truck payment is $705. My insurance is $141. The gas for the vehicle is $1,200 to $2,000 a month. That's being frugal. That's going and loitering in a Walmart parking lot for 3 or 4 hours. going to use the bathroom, going to a different part to loiter for 2 or 3 hours, using the bathroom there, going to a different part to loiter for 2 or 3 hours, using the bathroom there, and then maybe going to the gym at night so that you can use the bathroom 2 or 3 times there and take a shower there and then go find parking for the night. Just that whole route of using the bathroom and washing your ass is going to cost you about $30 a day if you have a V8 vehicle and or an RV.
And if you just drive it nonstop with nowhere to fucking go.
Or anything that has an actual engine. There's a little bus over here that's a F350. Honey, expect your gas bill
6 miles to the gallon.
to be $2,000 a month, and that's just to go find a bathroom so that you can pee every day so that you're not catching a charge in the street pissing. It's crazy that nobody talks about the factual things that come behind this. These van lifers, they get these Sprinter vans and they decorate them and they want to make this look like it's a life of fucking luxury. Y'all have been with me for 2 years. What is luxurious about this? Y'all have seen me had to resort to some of the nasty. I blew a freaking what is that thing called? An air rocket? A snot rocket. I had to blow a snot rocket on live because I had no tissue to wipe my face. But this is glamorous. I've been a week without washing my ass before. Because there's
When you were in jail?
no resources in the community for homeless people to shower unless they have a certified bank account through an actual financial institution. Cash App, Venmo will not work. You got to have a bank account to even get a gym membership. Most homeless people can't even do that. That's why they stink. And then there's nowhere for them to go to shower. There's not even a homeless shelter in this county.
Yeah, there is. There's the Huddle House. Because we just watched her pretend like her car was repoed back in the past. And they kept asking, you want us to take you to the Huddle House? She was like, no, that's where all the drug addicts are. So there is. And Uncle Randy's place is here, which apparently you also have like a shed or some other like hobo hut, the hoe house or whatever. Like a separate fucking house from his that you could stay at. And like he would let you use his shower. So like, I don't know, Brooke. It's like whole, go back to the mansion with all the drugs and the money.
There's no resources
Just don't do the drugs.
for homeless people in this county. So I understand if you live in a major city, maybe they have a shelter, and we've talked about that before. Those are extremely dangerous. Extremely dangerous. The potential of rape goes up astronomically for women in these environments. That's a whole nother problem that I won't even crack into today. But they're ridden with drug addicts, alcoholics, people that are suffering from mental health issues. All systems are down. The cops have been defunded. The mental hospitals don't exist anymore, and or they're packed. All systems are down. Homeless shelters are at the worst place that they've ever been in this nation's history. They do not offer resources, and they do not get you connected with people to help you get off the streets, okay? Been there, done that. It's a joke. It's like the foster care system. There's this false illusion of what this system is and how it works and how it helps people. Hey, thank you, Curtis. God bless you. Thank
Curtis
you.
gave her $20.
Some of y'all I see why some of y'all's lives are absolutely riddled with self-hatred and a lack of awareness. Someone just asked, hold on. Do you ever think that you're homeless because you don't accept help? I've seen 20 people offer you a place. First of all, let me go ahead and block this idiot before I forget.
She goes on a fun rant here.
Second of all, this is what I'm talking about, ladies. These perverts are going to come out here and they're going to know that you're fucking homeless. And they're going to act like they want to help you. They'll let you move into their fucking house, and it's only going to be less than 90 days before the mask comes off and the torture fucking starts.
And the torture and the Jesus jumping. That's what she thinks peanut butter and jelly was going to do to her, I guess.
And you got to put up with it because it's their only place to go. You got to put up with it. See, some of y'all are so desperate for a pretty girl like me, y'all tell on your weird ass selves. You creep. You creep. Why would I want to go move in with somebody? Why? What is wrong with y'all?
I didn't even hear the maybe they have like a separate property they'd let you move into.
Like, I need to send somebody over, like, to check on y'all. If y'all think that it's fucking normal for a girl to meet somebody off the goddamn internet and move in with them, then it's official. It's official. I'm not the fucking problem. I've been leaving those comments up in my comment section because I wanted you ladies to see how the devil comes after you when you're at your lowest. He's hoping that you sign a contract with him and sell your soul to whoever's offering you help.
She was vibing here. She had like 700 people in her chat. She was getting like a $120 donation on her sob story, so she really leaned into it.
Be for real. Nobody cares about you. Listen, I'm not trying to sound cynical. I want people to know the fucking truth. If you have family, if you have children, if you have a grandmother, if you have a father, that's a little bit different. But once those people are gone from your life, Lord forbid, I hope you never lose them. But someone like me who has no one, when you lose your family, nobody's gonna give a fuck. And matter of fact,
nice.
Once society finds out that you have no one, that's when Satan sends his little minions out to try to get their hooks in you.
It's always Satan. Satan's getting a bad rap from Brooke.
I've extensively talked about how men and women prey upon people who are at their lowest of low. They come from poverty. They were previously sexually abused. 90% of strippers were sexually abused. 90%. Most sex workers were abused. Most women that are trafficked were abused. Do you think the
I think all women who were fucking trafficked were abused, Brooke.
pimps and the players don't know this? No, honey, the pimps and the players are the ones saying, I got a place for you, girl. Come stay at my house. That's how these things start. That's exactly the type of scenario that I've been trying to escape for 20 years.
See? She's on a roll.
Some of y'all don't listen. Why would I want to put myself back into a situation to be subjected?
In her mind, she's like on a pedestal telling this to an audience. Or a podium, not a pedestal.
To more
on a pedestal, on a podium.
exploitation, psychological abuse, and Lord forbid, sexual abuse. The only type of person that would invite some homeless ex-drug addict ex-con into their fucking house would be a pervert. Nobody gives a fuck unless they can use you. It's time to grow up. People need to grow up. People need to grow up.
Grow up, people.
Not everybody that wants to help you has your best interest at heart.
Go move into a truck you can't afford and ask the internet for money. Grow the fuck up.
And matter of fact, studies show that most people are self-motivated. That means they operate on their feelings and not facts. They want something from you. People are crazy. I literally showed the house that I used to live in. I could still be living in a house like that right now if I would just sign that contract with Satan. All my bills would be paid. I get $1,000 a week allowance. Free Botox, free boobs, whatever kind of plastic surgery I want, I could have. I never wanted for money. I never wanted for anything. My bills were paid. I always had money. I always had the nicest new skincare products and the nicest new clothes. Went shopping every week. Went on vacations. I've been there and fucking done that.
See, yeah, that sounds pretty good.
And even back then, I was there because I loved this person.
And she loved him.
When that person destroyed me from the inside out, I was so grateful that I didn't sign up and sign up with Satan.
Sign up with Satan.
I saw
Satan was there too? Wait, is Satan this guy?
things for what it was.
That's what she's always going on about Satan, probably.
You know, there's tons of people I could be with for money. I will never do that because I'm not that type of fucking girl. The amount of people that come here trying to get me involved with some kind of fucking buffoonery like that is really concerning. I leave some of those comments up because I want other women to see how you don't need everybody's fucking help. And more often than not, people who are offering you help are trying to actually harm you. Like I said, give it 90 days, the mask comes off. You don't need everybody's fucking help.
I wonder if the gas station pump is like a subconscious trigger for her, because she always gets on like an hour rant at the gas pump. Like, no one comes to checks her. The one couple that like peeked in her window one time, but they didn't say anything. They're just like, what the fuck is she doing?
There's a lot of dangerous people out here that will play off of your trauma, that will trauma bond to you, and keep you held hostage for years in an abusive, toxic cycle, just so they can fuck you and use you and abuse you, gaslight you, and psychologically torture you for fun when they're bored. That's a narcissist, by the way. I leave some of these comments up with men offering me a place to stay and offering me money for sex because I want young girls to know that this is not acceptable. This is not normal. I want people to see me living on the streets, knowing that I would die on this fucking hill, teaching women how to respect themselves. I'll die on, literally.
What if a woman like offers a place for you to stay at?
I would rather die in the fucking street than sign a contract with Satan.
Why is it always Satan?
So if that's what happens, I went to my grave being defiant and strong. She is strong. She is beautiful. She is independent. What was that movie? The Help? Is that what that was? It was a great movie. But you know what I mean? Like, I would rather literally die in the street than put myself back into the type of situation that I finally escaped from 2 years ago.
Wait, you only got sober 2 years ago now?
And I'm proud of myself. I'll always be proud of myself for making this decision.
I thought you told Critter that you've been clean for 5 years.
I had a life of luxury. I didn't have to worry about money. I worked, and I also had somebody, you know, that I dated for half a decade. And the choice to get clean, it was either I stay in that situation and I kill myself slowly with heroin and risk overdosing, because I had several times. I knew I wanted to be clean. I knew I didn't want to be in that situation. One of the things that kicked off my sobriety was realizing that we were both not good. Like, we were both struggling with different addictions. We were both toxic. We were both violent towards each other. We were both toxic.
You're both toxic. Okay, wow, that's the first time I've heard her take any sort of accountability.
And so I really wanted to get out of the relationship, and I knew the only way that that was possible was to get clean. And I'd wanted to be clean, so I got clean. And sorry. And after getting clean, I cut that person out of my life. That was one of the first people that I ever like I knew I had to get away, because they were gonna, like, it was gonna lead to me killing myself. That person is still in active addiction. He lost everything. He works for the federal government. He was a computer programmer. He also owned a few businesses, and he lost everything. He lost his businesses. He lost his home, his $1 million mansion. He lost everything, cars, assets.
So how would you have still been able to been living this lifestyle if he lost everything? If he lost his mansion and all his money, and she works in the federal government as a computer programmer? I love how Brooke leaves us little breadcrumbs. I'm gonna figure out what's going on in this crazy woman's life one day. But like, fucking, I don't know. It's just a wacky story. To me, this is a wacky story.
And he lives in a trailer now in the middle of Virginia, which it's peaceful out there. Don't get me wrong. You should be grateful for anything you own. But the point is if I would have stayed with him, I'd probably be dead, because the girl he dated before me, she's dead. She was found hanging in our $1 million house. Her name was Trish. She had 2 children. She was with him before me. I don't know if I believe she killed herself. The Guilford County, or Stokes County, this was in North Carolina. They deemed it a suicide. But I don't know, it's weird. It's very weird. He said he'd come home from DC and she was dangling in the house. He called 911 and they said that she had took her own life. She had Xanax and cocaine in her system, and she left behind 2 children, which become the center of a custody battle through like 2 different states, because her relatives were in a whole nother state. It's crazy. It's like, I look at that now sober and I'm like, damn, dude, you literally done lost the love of your life because of drugs, and here you are with the second love of your life implementing the same behavior. And granted, this person was like 20 years older than me too, so he should have been the lead in the relationship. He should have been guiding me towards a better way of life, but that was not the case. We were making bad decisions together. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't like he forced drugs down my throat, but he did supply them, and gave me the funds for whatever drugs I needed. So, and that went on.
Same, but he didn't force the drugs down my throat.
Case, we were making bad decisions together. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't like he forced drugs down my throat, but
Yet she fucking, I swear to God, she claims that like every day. He's forcing me to do drugs. He's controlling me with drugs. Blah, 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 blah.
But he did supply them, and gave me the funds for whatever drugs I needed. So, and that went on for years. So I just want to be clear that it's only because of my own strength and sheer will that I even got clean, because if I wanted to, I'd still be doing dope.
In the trailer, though, not in the mansion.
I get no fucking credit. I'm used to it at this point. This is why I constantly reiterate the same fucking stories, because it's like, wait a second, if you were in my shoes, you'd still be getting fucking high. You know how I know? Because stats, because of statistics. Not too many people I don't think I've ever met a drug addict that had unlimited supply of money and drugs that chose to get fucking clean. Look at celebrities. They usually end up dying. Because of the unlimited access to money and drugs. So I'm proud of myself, and I'm glad that I got out of that situation, but you don't need everybody's help. I remember when I first met him, he took me out to dinner to Fleming's in Greensboro, and we were leaving dinner, And he was like, I would love for you to come by my house. I know you like to cook. Do you want to cook for me? And I was so thrilled because I do love to cook, and I really love to cook for somebody that I'm interested in. So I was so excited to go over there and cook. And I think I made like pasta and garlic bread. And I remember going over there, I was explaining to him, like, I'm not coming over there for sex. We're not hooking up, because I just wanted to like set the ground rules. And he was like super respectful about it. And then, which is crazy because at the end of our relationship, he would become sexually violent. So it's like, it was a mask. The whole act, oh, I'm not worried about sex, I like you for you. It was an act. So anyways, I get over there and he asked me to move in. First of all, this
The first time you go over, do you want to just move in?
is a huge red flag. You should be dating somebody probably a year or more before you even think about cohabitating with them. And matter of fact, a lot of people ain't going to agree with me on this, but matter of fact, you should be married before you start moving in with people because of legal reasons. If you don't want to cause yourself a bunch of heartache and have your shit laying in the street, and or you're having to put someone else's shit in the street, it's best for you to do things the right way and maybe wait a year or two after seeing someone before rushing into a fucking relationship. Tell me that you are not ready for a relationship without telling me that you are not ready for a relationship. People that implement that type of behavior is not ready for a relationship. But you know, I was like 28 at the time, so I didn't know no.
That's older than, I don't know. I don't think you'd be getting tricked at 28.
Better. The big beautiful mansion looked beautiful to me, and he was treating me right. And, you know, the love bombing and the money bombing and all of these promises of the future and blah 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 blah. You know how it goes. Women do the same shit. Women do the same shit. Don't take it personal. If the shoe don't fit, don't wear it. So the big beautiful mansion looked appealing. And I remember when I moved in, it was like, I don't know, not even a week later, the fighting started, and I knew that I was in over my head. I knew that I was trapped. And I was for like 4 or 5 years, living in this big old beautiful mansion.
It's a good question. What did happen to the repo?
We never had friends over, never had family over. Well, I don't have any family to have over. We never had a normal life. It was all about drugs and money, and it's a really sad time when I look back. It's like, yeah, Satan gave me everything I ever wanted, but none of it mattered. None of it mattered. All, you know, after about the first year, all I cared about was getting clean. But I was stuck in the vicious cycle of using because you get sick when you don't have heroin. And I knew I wanted to be clean, and I got clean. I did that on my own, and I'll continue to do that. But it's crazy how many people come here telling me that I need a relationship, that I need to find a man. And I would have to say to you that you're the type of person that needs to sit the fuck down and crack open a book. Stop hip hopping from person to person before you end up with something you can't get rid of. I don't know, like herpes or felony charges for something you didn't do because the bitch was crazy. There's a reason.
Brooke's familiar with that.
There's a reason that we were taught to court and to get to know someone. That's to see if our person.
She was born in like 87. That's what the police records say. December of 87.
Personalities even mesh. Most people, they don't mesh. And it takes time to discover that. It takes time to discover the morals and values and the characteristics and the characters of a person. When you're jumping from person to person, you're not learning shit. And matter of fact, you're stunting your development, especially if you're under the age of 30. It's impacting your psyche, honey. You're getting re-traumatized without any healing. You ain't even got time to think because you was just doing Jim Bob over here on Monday, and by Friday, y'all broke up, and then on Monday, you're with Jacob.
That's what Tony Michael Johns is trying to do right now.
You ain't even got time to process your actions, their actions. And that's another thing. A lot of people don't self-analyze like I do, even though people don't want to give me credit for shit. Self-awareness is imperative when it comes to growing in personal relationships. If you can't take accountability for shit you've done to your exes, you just gonna keep doing that same shit you did to your ex to other people. And I've talked about this. I've slapped a boyfriend. I've fought a man. Sorry. I looked so serious when I said that. I did. I used to fight one of my exes all the time. And then, let me tell you what happened. Then then I dated a real man, and we had an argument, and I slapped him. And I still feel bad to this day about it. I feel so bad about it.
Why? What happened?
I think that watching my parents fight when I was growing up led to me believing that it leads you to believe that it's normal. When all you've ever been in is...
So she doesn't give a fuck about beating up the other boyfriend, but then she dated a real man, and she hit him once, and she feels so bad about it. Why?
Chaos and toxicity. That's what trauma bonds people together. It starts to feel normal. It feels normal to the brain. For instance, say your dad was an alcoholic and would slap you and your brother around. Well, then 20 years later, you meet a man that likes to drink and slap you around. The cycle starts over again. Let me move because the cops came through here and I wonder if they're trying to run me off because it's like peak hour for gas. So I've talked about this before, how it ruined our
Watching a public live stream is called doxing now.
relationship. How I felt
Riff-raffy.
horrible about it. How I knew immediately.
Oh, there we go. She's driving away. She drove away from the pump. I think this is around where we came in anyways. So let's see what she's doing right now. Oh, she ended 6 minutes ago. Whoa. Well, did she end with anything fancy? Fuck. Hold up. It's making me go in a loop-de-loop. What do we end with?
Senator from California. He's gonna go relax on the mountain. Might as well get as much sleep as I can while I still have a car.
Or relax on the mountain.
Because once I don't have a car, yeah, you can't. Well, the reason you can't sleep is because your life is in danger when you close your eyes. You're exposed.
What?
So somebody can run up on you, beat you in the head, rob you while you're asleep. They can come up.
As soon as your eyes are closed?
Up and rape you. They can come up and cut your throat. And more often than not, there's people out here waiting for you to fall asleep. Thank you so much, James T. Great smile, by the way. Thank you. It's like, Tay-ya. I got you.
I need window
Like,
cover
hi-ya.
swag.
Tay-ya. Sorry. I'm such a kid. Thank you so much, James. Well, Omar, they said yesterday, Pam Bondi was on the news. She said that they're going to be charging them with felonies. I posted a clip on my shorts. You can go see it. She said that they had enacted some law, some legal loophole, and they were going to be charging these looters in California with felonies. No questions asked. And I agree with that. 1,000 troops deployed. Absolutely a method to the madness of healthy dating. And I'll do some research on that tonight and we'll talk about it tomorrow. I'm being for real though. Stay single for a year and come back and tell me you aren't happier than you've ever been in your life. I promise you, I will not lead you in the wrong direction. I'm not saying never look for the love of your life or to be celibate for your whole life. What I'm saying is take a break for you to assess you, because without doing that, you're never going to be okay to be with somebody. You can't love anybody else until you learn to love yourself. And so many people are trying to fill that void with these dating apps, with these hookup apps, with the weekend's next girlfriend. You can't do that. You're harming yourself. And I want y'all to love yourselves, and I want y'all to appreciate yourselves.
This recording is going directly to YouTube. Yeah, no, I'm live streaming on YouTube right now. To prove he's doxing to other streamers. What am I doxing? I'm literally watching a public live stream. I don't think you know what doxing is. I think you're really fucking stupid.
And I love you guys, and we'll talk tomorrow. I'm gonna go actually relax. I'm actually gonna go shave. I'm actually gonna go shave because I just realized I got peach fuzz, and y'all know I usually shave every day. I guess my depression's getting the best of me. Listen, at least I don't look like a complete leftist.
Where is her location? Where's the location, genius?
Could be worse, man. I don't look like I got no midget in the headlock or nothing yet, so I'm gonna go shave. I love you guys, and I'm gonna eat my chicken with some soup tonight. I'll take some pictures and show y'all. Love you guys, and cultivate your soul. And I love you guys, and pray for me because God knows I need it, and I'm praying for y'all. Bye, y'all.
SSI, I have it all online. I think you're like, what are you talking about? I don't have Brooke's social insurance number online anywhere. Like, it's definitely not on my channel. Oh my god, people are like so fucking stupid today, bro. Hold on, I have the other one, the like last bit of the day. I just have two chats I need to. Yeah, you're fucking stupid, bud. Report me all you want. Fucking, I wish upon a fish.
So I can rest. It's ridiculous. I don't deserve none of this. Treating anybody like. So you will fail. I'm not listening to it. And matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the comments off. I ain't listening to it. When you fucking get kidnapped, a sex trafficker, serve 5 years in prison, lose your whole fucking family, get molested and raped your whole fucking life, then lose custody of your
Racer, the fucking genius, can make his own channel and show like how do you even put anything on Google? It's all on Google. I run Google, guys. I don't do anything other than fucking live stream on YouTube. Like, that's pretty much all I do online. I don't have time for anything else.
your daughter over something you did not do. You never get to see your kid again. Then you face homelessness. Then you lose your fucking truck and almost get killed 5 times in a fucking night. When you go through all of that, then you can come and give me fucking advice. How about that? How about that? I'm sick of it. All the outside influences. Why do you think I keep telling y'all, don't let outside influence interfere with who you are?
No, but that's how it starts, right? A fucking stupid false accusation with a recording that doesn't show anything, and then people don't pay attention to actual receipts. And then they say I'm a doxer, or they say I'm a racist because there's some fucking fake account in there saying a whole bunch of racist shit. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm just like, I'm just annoyed. People are fucking annoying.
I get it. People come and they run their mouth and they're giving you bad advice, hoping that you'll take it so that they can watch you fail.
Nah, this one was from the 30th. I should put the thing up. Hold on.
Filled my fucking gas tank up. $72. I put 20 in, and then I put another 50. And it was actually 52.03. So just this morning, I've been through $30 in gas. Just this morning. And everybody's like, where's your money go? Well, Kevin, if you drive a Prius, then I'm sure you can't comprehend where my money goes. And at this point, as you can see, I have no choice but to keep the fucking truck if I can. Like, I don't have another option for another home. I don't have another option for a car. There are no shelters.
It's just funny because the whole grift was like, I'm losing the truck. And now she's like, I have no choice but to keep the truck.
Computer. Y'all, what the fuck? Where the fuck is my computer? I saw it in the floor and then... Oh.
HFF? Channel died. Who's HFF?
It's in the back of my fucking seat. I've got to check my email. I've got other bills due. This has caused not having my truck for 2 days. It's caused all kinds of fucking problems. All
Healthy
kinds.
family force. Oh, okay.
You know, I didn't think I was going to be able to keep my truck because I didn't have the money to keep my truck. That's why the truck went back. And then I make my fucking truck payment, and then motherfuckers are saying, oh, she's a scammer. No, motherfucker, you're jealous.
The expression, the expression.
You're jealous because you want me to fail. You were hoping that I was going to be stuck homeless. See, that's that. And then people are like, Oh, you're bitter. No, I'm not bitter. I'm angry. I'm angry that people are so stupid that they have allowed this country to fall into fucking shambles. I'm the one that's not supposed to be that smart, right? Then why am I smarter than half of the fucking politicians sitting in fucking Washington?
I don't think you
If
are.
I'm so dumb, how can I see that they were doing this intentionally? How can I see that? Because they are. And hell, half of America's gonna be where I was yesterday. You think I'm fucking joking? It's already happening. It's already happening. Home foreclosures are up. Bankruptcies are up. People's lives are finally coming to a head.
People's lives are up.
The past 4 years of stressing and worrying and all of that, it's come to a head. And now people are losing their homes and becoming homeless left and right. And you see how society treats homeless people.
I'm a 666 is gonna be live in an hour and 15 minutes. So I'll be done by then, and then you guys should go watch her stream on all of Brooke's fucking insane shit with the guy that she threatened to stab and everything. I think it was 2 days ago. Yeah, yesterday was pretty boring, but the day before was insane. From 2 days ago, and I'm sure she'll cover some other stuff as well.
You see how they treat them? You're not even allowed to exist homeless. That's true. That is 100% factual statement. You're not allowed to exist being homeless. The cities, the officers, the people, they'll run you off. They'll treat you so bad that you have to leave. I have 4 months to get this PIN number, but I have no tracking number. So I can't get my check from YouTube. This is a fucking scam. So they send you, when you receive the PIN, verify your address. So we sent you a personal identification number on September 29th of 24.
Yeah, that was yesterday. Back in this day, this would have been the 30th.
Okay, they've had my address for 3 fucking months.
Okay.
It usually takes 3 weeks. This is why they did it. This is why they did it.
So did they send it on the 29th, and in 3 weeks you're gonna have the pin? Jeez, Brooke. Jeez, we really did the homeless strike for no reason, huh?
And you think for a moment that there's somebody to call to get help with this? To
No, you have to wait. You just gotta wait the 3 weeks.
figure out what the fuck is going on? Let me explain. YouTube, y'all.
That's what I mean. Remember the first video on her channel? When we were skimming through it, I was like, look, it's that shirt, but without all the holes. This is it with holes. Like, there's a bunch of holes. She looks like a crazy lady. More than usual. The Janis Joplin pants.
When you go to set up your AdSense, there is 5 or 6 different things that you are going to have to set up. It's going to take about a day to do all of this work. When you set up your AdSense, you put in your home address. Okay? I'd originally put my home address, but I went back and changed it. As soon as I got the day that I got my P.O. box, I went and changed it. That's the address that they had. That's the address that they sent a UPS package to. That UPS...
YouTube's always been super cool to me. Like, YouTube itself, the platform. I mean, for the most part. I guess I have some gripes, but, like, I can't really talk about them without, I don't know, exposing personal information. But, like, fucking... they're not that bad. They could be worse.
This package got to the post box, and there was nobody there to sign for it. So UPS took it back to the warehouse. Well, when I called UPS, because they sent me a text that say, hey, we missed you. We took your package back to the warehouse. There's no tracking number on it. Why is he in my face? Like, I'm so sick of it. And you got a family, sir? Then why are you in my fucking face? He's
He's just at this fucking McDonald's.
Stared at me from the time from walking there to there. And then
Yeah?
once he got to his fucking trunk, he kept staring. Can I get my fucking face back this morning?
Del Rey Me, I've never heard of him.
And it looks like he's got a little family. He's got a wife and a kid at home.
A wife.
Why don't you take your ass home and stare at her? Fucking weirdos. My computer's about to die. They sent...
Oh, Leanne, thank you for becoming a member. Normally go, woo! Thanks for the beans. Here, but my broadcast send me beans, but my shit is broken. Not my fault. Stream Elements is down, apparently, so I don't have my Stream Elements. I gotta fucking use Streamlabs or something. Let me see, actually. I've never used Streamlabs. Change.
Me.
Streamlabs.
They sent me nothing. They told me nothing. They never told me that they were going to be in package. They never told me anything about a PIN number. What are they even talking about right now? I know what they're talking about, but like, legitimately, if
Thank you, Sheila, for the dance and fire.
nobody tells you, then you just know. Nobody told me that they were
Emma 666. Emma 666. I told people that you're gonna go live at 6 p.m. Eastern, and that they should go watch your show. And I put your channel linked at the top here, but apparently in vertical mode, no one can press links, so it's kind of pointless. But if you search Emma 666, this is the account for the Brooke stream tonight.
telling me anything. And in my opinion, this is just another way for them to hold off payment. We already know that YouTube does not pay well. We already know that they take way too much money out of creators' checks. We already know that Apple then has the rights to take money if they want to, if you're an Apple holder. So YouTube gets 40%, Apple takes 30%. You're left with 30%. That's the reality. Once again, why is it my responsibility to bring this to the surface? How many other creators are there in the world? And they just roll over and take it right up the ass every time they get paid. Every time they get paid. This is what I'm talking about when I say you're just as bad. Because absolutely can do something about it. If enough of us creators got together and said absolutely fucking not, things would change. Things would change. That's how change comes about. People get together and they say, they're not treating us this way. We're going to change this. And they do it. If nobody takes the initiative, though, everybody just gets in line to roll over and take it up the ass. And then I come along 20, 30 years after YouTube is a thing. And yeah, I'm pissed because it's not right. It's not right. I had one guy in particular that gave me $1,000 donation that I could have made a truck payment with. That would have paid all of my bills for the month. My gym membership, my insurance, my truck, my storage facility. That $1,000 would have gave me a month to be able to find work or do something, you know. That money's gone. There's not there, y'all.
She is live 20 hours. It's thankfully this is an old one. This is the last one of the old ones. But I was hoping to not have to watch her anymore. But yeah, she's off all the fucking time.
When I tell you that there's not even a receipt for the money that comes in. When you guys give me super things or buy a sticker, there's no receipt of that.
Super things.
Tell me that's not a scam artist in a nutshell.
What?
Where are the receipts, YouTube? Where are the receipts, YouTube?
Receipts? They're in your studio.
In my opinion, this PIN number situation is just another way for them to delay your check even more.
It's a one-time thing.
They know that new creators are not going to know how to do all of this. They also know that they don't have any directions telling you what to do, how to do it.
Then how did I do it? I did it all by myself. They said, this is what you gotta do. I said, okay, and I did it. And I didn't really think about it much since then. This didn't happen to me, whatever Brooke is doing.
That's what scammers do. See, scammers, they don't want you to know your rights. They don't want you to know, what you are and are not capable of doing. So they just don't tell you. That's some scammy shit. When you don't release information that is needed to someone, that with the purpose of delaying something, that's scammy. And what's even more scammy is that it has to be signed for. Like, I get what you're trying to do. You're trying to verify that this is this and that is that. I get it. But, like, you didn't say that you were going to do this. And so it's messed everything up. And I don't even know when I'll ever get that check. And I just paid my truck payment.
Oh, I can teach you, Emma. I think you stream Yard, right? I think StreamYard has an option on it. You can do like a vertical stream. I just use OBS, so there's like some setting in OBS. Let me just like real quick here. In OBS, I think it's in output. No, it's in stream. No, it's in video. It's in video. If you go to settings and video, and then you just turn the canvas around. But yeah, I mean, like, the retention rate is pretty down, but you're right under Brooke. If you're sniping her, like, you're one swipe away from her.
My storage shed. And I went and got, where they at?
No, I do this all off a MacBook. I have a MacBook Air, not even like a MacBook Pro. I could show you.
I went and got me some gummies so I don't murder anybody today.
Take a look. Oh, hold on. Where's my bar? See? It's a MacBook.
So I'm on the phone with Alley Financial. I recorded the whole call because...
But Stream Elements took away my fucking overlays, so I gotta make new overlays in some foreign land that I've never seen before. Flower, thank you for becoming a member.
I wanted to know what the payoff was. I wanted to know, you know, all these ins and outs. So because I paid that last month, I paid a truck payment, I actually... The first of this month, I would be 2 payments behind. So since I paid a payment today, I'm only 1 payment behind now. Do you see what I'm saying? But come the 1st of November, I'll be 2 payments behind again. Do you see what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
I get frustrated and I forget that a lot of people have never had to finance a car, so it's not even going to click in their fucking head. I need to stop just trying to explain things, stuff like that, because people are not going to get it. The people...
I like how she doesn't understand shit where she's like, I gotta stop explaining this because you guys don't get it. No, you don't get it, bro.
that matter, the people that finance...
My favorite quote of hers, all of my videos are age restricted. Why aren't I making money?
Their vehicles, they get it. They get it. It's only the people that's never drove a fucking car that come in my comment section. You're a scammer. No, bitch. You're jealous. You want me on the fucking street. You're the exact type of person that I talk about on a daily basis. Your type of person is the reason that I'm even in this situation.
Did this go viral when she did this? Because this was like pre-Planet Fitness, right? I guess I could just check by the views. Let me see the views.
They're texting me from school.
She got 14,000 views.
What is all over my mouth?
Which isn't that much, actually.
I'm literally so tired.
But this is the
So
end of
tired.
the run. Like, one of these videos could have gotten a lot more views.
Got something in my mouth. It's like my lips are peeling. Probably from where I've been dehydrated. I'm super dehydrated.
Bombastic side-eye.
So this guy said that there was this place hiring in freaking Fayetteville. It's a restaurant called Cheddar's or something. I'm gonna try to call that guy today. His name, I don't remember. I got it written down.
She's been doing this thing lately where she just like has Google's AI overview thing answer her questions about YouTube, and it's so painful. She's like, I got 1 million views. She's like, how much money should I make off 1 million views? And then she's like, it should be $1,000 to $6,000. But no, I mean, like, there's lots of variables, and Brooke doesn't know what she's doing. So it's frustrating, but at the same time, it's just, I don't know. She's so confidently incorrect.
You know, people come and they lie on my channel. They're like, we've tried to help her get a job. No, you haven't. No, you haven't.
Lots of people I've seen offer her jobs.
Let me be clear. anyone that leaves any comment on my channel that says, oh, we tried to help her get a job, it is a bold-faced lie. The only person that has said anything about a job is this guy that left a comment that said something about Fayetteville's Cheddars, and he even dropped the manager's name. 99.9% of the time, people will say, get in touch with me, I can get you a job. First of all, I'm not doxing my fucking phone number online. You have to think about the long-term ramifications from getting in touch with people off the internet. It's not only not safe, okay, but
Rebecca, how you doing, Rebecca? I see you in Brooke's chat sometimes. You gave her money. She never thanked you. I don't think she thanks anyone. She thanked Curtis today, but most of the time she doesn't. She actually said the other day, she was like, I love taking money from people and then blocking them. And I was like, that's not nice.
it's sad that I have to say these things. I don't know how half of y'all are even alive. It is not smart to meet people off the internet and hand out your phone number for them to hand to the whole world. But nobody thinks of that. Nobody thinks of that. They just say that I don't want to work as I sit here looking through my interviews. Job application replies. Let's see how many I got. Let me go to the bottom and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Yeah, I mean, like, you gotta kind of make a choice. She could tell people where she doesn't work and do racist rants, or maybe stop the racist rants if you want to show where you work, or just both. It'd be great if she just didn't do any racist rants and didn't show where she worked. But you kind of leave it open to get fired when you do crazy stuff like that. Oh my gosh, this is very blue. Why do they put blue on white? Hold on, let me see it up here. West Virginia, 1.5 dugout. Like a coal mine? I don't know what that means, but thank you for the $2.
20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46.
Where's she counting?
48, 49, 50. Exactly 50. And the first 25 all said that they're not going to hire me. I'm telling you guys that the only reason that people are hiring right now at this time, there are no available jobs. The only reason that employers are hiring, the only reason that employers are doing interviews at this time is to find better candidates than what they already have in the workforce. That is the only reason that people are hiring right now, if they are. 90% of businesses are not. We are in a job shortage, and we have been for over a year. 2025, after Donald Trump gets in the White House, it's all going to come to light. It's all going to come to light. Our job numbers are lies. They're lies. Unemployment is spiking. It's no coincidence. Oh, and I wanted to tell y'all, you know, for people that are happy that gas is only, you know, $3 now, around, you know, $3. I just want y'all to know that they lowered the gas before an election. Don't forget what we were paying in gas prices for the past 4 years. Don't forget. That was the Biden administration that shut down pipelines. Remember? That was the first thing he done. So stupid. We got damn oil on our own soil and we fucking... It's like having a cow in your backyard, but going to the store to buy milk. What? What?
Brooke the Economist.
We're sorry to inform you, but we cannot hire you at this time.
Those job applications she was counting, 50 job applications, that seems like way more believable than 8,000 or 42,000 or whatever the fuck she said the other day.
This is a lottery play that I applied to.
What?
Sorry, we cannot hire you. Here's a phone store. We'd love your feedback on your interview.
Yeah?
Y'all didn't even tell me if you were going to hire me or not. And you want feedback from me on how my interview went? What? How about no? How about no?
Well, why don't you just, maybe they're seeing if just want to see if you're like still interested in the job. Why not just rate the interview?
If you didn't have the courtesy to call me and tell me I have a job, then I don't have the courtesy to tell you how the damn interview went.
I guess you didn't get the job, or else you'd be working there, huh? What is she doing?
Hold on 1 second. I need to jump on the Wi-Fi. Oh, I look so tired. Cannot believe I slept on that hard fucking floor last night. It hurt sad. I could barely get comfortable. But I must have been exhausted because I slept. Not a good sleep, though. That's another thing. Like, I don't understand how people don't understand that you don't get rest if you're not, like, people that can just fall asleep anywhere, good for you. But a lot of us that are under extreme amounts of stress, we cannot.
She said she was gonna go sleep in a tree.
What is going on? God, I'm so sick of society.
Some alarm goes off. Probably to protect Brooke from danger or something. She's like, I'm sick of society.
Unless you are getting, like, you know, falling into a deep sleep to get REM sleep, you're not getting ample rest. And it's impossible for you to get ample rest when you're homeless. Impossible. There was nowhere for me to even sleep. There was nowhere for me to even sleep. When the ground is wet, there's nowhere for you to go.
So she just pretends like she never had a weed vape from this moment on, even though she was hitting a weed vape like the whole time she was truckless, quote unquote.
You know what's sad? This is what I'm talking about. Look at this. So apparently, it's doing that shit again. Never mind. I can't turn my camera around. I don't understand why it does that. Oh my God, hold on 1 second. I went hop on the Wi-Fi and then it kicks me off immediately. Like, what is going on? I have to jump off the Wi-Fi for my phone to work. Is that not the craziest thing? Is that not crazy?
Something's up with there.
It's definitely infuriating when you're trying to get work done and you're fucking, everything's just going to shit in a handbasket.
Work done at the storage locker. I think we're at the storage locker, right?
Why doesn't it have a date? See, this is what I'm saying. I'm so sick of people not doing their job. This should absolutely have a date on it. My truck payment that I just made, it should have a date on it.
When was it sent? It'll say the date that it was sent on.
And I know that you're not going to be able to see, but I can't turn my camera around. See it right here? It says
Oh, God.
704.
Yeah, 704.
Or 85. There's no date.
When was the email sent?
No date. There's a date right there. It says 40 minutes ago.
Yeah.
This is the email receipt from where I paid my truck payment.
Yeah.
But there's no date. It says 40 minutes ago, but there's no date.
Brooke, what is the date today? It'll say when it's the next day, the date of the day. What the fuck?
It just says 11:40 a.m. today.
You think that it's gonna say that forever? Like she's just gonna keep looking at this email, and it's just always gonna say 40 minutes ago today.
But I don't understand why there's no date on it. That's Cash App. That's why there needs to be a date on it.
This is weird. Yeah, she's like, because it says 40 minutes ago, there's not like a date. Because, I don't know, after, it will probably say tomorrow, it'll say like, it was sent yesterday. And then the day after tomorrow, it'll be like the date, like 9/30/24. But she just, I don't know, I guess she doesn't know what day it is.
And $100 at Murphy for gas. Because I don't know why it says that. It says 100. an hour ago, but I didn't get $100. So maybe they'll fix it.
What?
Maybe they'll give me the difference. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't know why that says $100 because I didn't spend $100. It's just a hold. I don't know how it works. I know that if they're going to draft $100, there's not $100 in there to take. So, I don't know what happened with that, but, you know, story of my life. I'm sure I can call Murphy's and they'd have no idea what the fuck to do either. Because nobody knows how to do their damn job anymore. Oh, great. I don't even have a pen. I don't even have a pen. I need to fill out this paperwork and I don't even have a pen.
Life's so hard when you're broke.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to go to Walmart.
I thought we were gonna go fucking confront people or whatever. That's what she said she was doing. She lied to us.
I need to get window covers anyways. I need fabric, black fabric.
Because right after this video is like the hurricane scam. So, remember? She was like, got my truck back. I'm gonna go find those people who were messing with me. And I'm gonna tell them what's up. My Janis Joplin pants. But that's not happening. She's just gonna go to Walmart.
Let's get something to eat from McDonald's. I'm like starving and I can't believe I'm eating this shit, but whatever. Cleaning up the plate. Yes, ma'am. Can I do a hamburger Happy Meal with heavy pickle and heavy onion added, please? And extra, I want the,
Heavy pickle and heavy onion? Not like a lot of pickles and onions. Like, I want them to be heavy.
2 sides of fries, no apples, please.
What's your drink, honey?
Sweet tea's fine.
Anything else?
That'll be it. Thank you.
All right, so they go forward.
Awesome. See if I can scrounge up fucking $4 to buy myself some food, because God knows every penny I make goes back into bills. Every penny. Every penny. I mean, for God's sakes, I don't even have toothpaste right now. Yeah, I don't know where it's at. Y'all, I spent the whole fucking morning looking for toothpaste.
What the fuck was that?
God damn, maybe I need to eat a whole gummy, because the stress is real. People act like, oh, you should be happy you got your truck. Yeah, for what, today? I'm gonna have the same problems tomorrow.
I think she was actually happier homeless when she was just hitting the Delta 8 pen and fucking singing songs. She sang us many a songs. I gotta clip them all together. She was just like Dr. Seuss in her life too. Shoe, blue, kazoo. I can't remember the actual rhymes, but I was like, she's spitting. She's fucking spitting. But now she's like, I gotta like be sober to drive the truck and da.
Oh, I like to drive all the way by.
Or pretend to be sober to drive the truck at least.
The past year in particular, I have not had rest. I have not rested one day in the past year.
I'm not even against like smoking weed and driving. I know lots of people who smoke weed and drive, but I don't think you're supposed to.
Can you give a sing, honey?
No.
Thank you.
You too. See how nice she was? She's a black woman. See how nice she was? Beautiful woman too.
How are you?
Good. Can I get a hot mustard, please? Thank you.
I don't know why we had to
So
bring
much.
Grace
I'm
into it,
sorry.
but okay?
Of course, I'd ask for the one thing they don't have up front. You too. All right. Awesome. See how nice people are? That's what happens when you don't hate yourself. It absolutely comes from self-loathing. I mean, for the life of me, I couldn't figure it out for years. I'm like, why are people so mean? It's because their lives suck. It's because they're miserable. And if they think for a moment that you're happy,
That's what I was saying. Doesn't it look like a tablecloth? A tablecloth with a bunch of holes in it?
even in the slightest, even if you're homeless, even if you're walking down the fucking road, haven't ate, haven't showered, even if you're in the slightest bit happy, it pisses people off. Because misery loves company. Did I tell you guys that the day I bought my truck that there was a lady in the dealership buying an Escalade like that? First of all, I used to have an Escalade, biggest waste of money on the road. They have more issues than any other freaking SUV. And they're a waste of money. But anyways, she bought this car for $100,000. 100 grand. Yes, that might be her actually, cause I haven't seen but maybe 2 of those even on the road in the Piedmont area. But anyways, $100,000 car. And then they added side steps. She wanted to put side steps on the side. I do believe that was like another 10 or 11 grand. How is that even possible? For a Cadillac? Their side steps are 10 grand? That's what it brought the total to. I remember this because she was sitting behind me. And I could hear everything that was going on. I guess that... Never mind. I'm like, how am I even hungry right now? I know why. Come on, motherfuckers! On your phone, of course. Driving. And people say I'm a problem. At least I'm not, you know. Yeah. So sick of people. I need to, I really do. I just feel like I need to just, anybody want to fight, like willingly, without calling the cops on me after you get your ass beat? That's really why I stopped fighting. Because people want to call the cops. I ain't about that life. A fair fight is a fair fight. You show up, you fight. Whoever loses, lost. Whoever won. And it's known. I miss those days. I miss those days so much.
I don't think the rest of society functions like that. I don't think you're looking to fight most of the time. You should probably diffuse things, not escalate them.
When things were simpler. Where you whoop somebody's ass and the whole neighborhood left you alone. They're like, oh.
Tony's gonna be insane tonight. After Emma's stream, I gotta stream Tony because Tony's been off the rails, you guys. He's off the rails. I don't know. Maybe he's in jail. I actually don't know. I haven't looked at him. I don't want to spoil it for myself.
Well, she's a little crazy. You might want to leave her alone. See, it ain't like that more. Too many pussies out here that are fake. They fuck it up for everybody. I miss the good old days. Now, hell, people don't know how to fight no more. Obesity is skyrocketing. They can't even physically do it. I remember I got in this fight in prison, y'all. Lord. All right, first of all, it was a black girl that was jealous of me. I tried to be her friend, and every time I would try to be her friend, she would say these underhanded, backhanded comments that I tell you guys that a lot of people do on this channel. A lot of people come to my channel. What the hell is this? Oh my God, is this a baby croc? Shut the front door! Oh my God, it's so cute! Oh, it'd be the smallest things, don't it? The smallest things! It's a croc keychain. It's croc too. It says croc on it. Y'all, we gotta find some little kid to give this to. This is so adorable. Sport mode, lounge mode. Sport mode, lounge mode. That is so adorable. That is literally one of the cutest toys I think I've ever gotten in a Happy Meal. That is adorable. I love it. I know it's just a keychain, but ooh, we got stickers. Look at the little shoebox it comes in. Is it not adorable? I love it. McDonald's, you outdone yourself. 5 out of 5 stars. This is adorable. I love this.
She really likes that shit.
So first of all, it's supposed to look like a shoebox.
Right? And
then it's got the little shoe in it, and they even put stuff in it. Is that not adorable? It's something about tiny items that are just so cool to me, like anything that's little. I'm gonna wrap this up, and yeah, I don't know. We'll save it for a kid one day.
Save it for a kid one day? When are you gonna come across a kid, bro?
That is the most cutest thing out. I mean, McDonald's, this is cool. So it's like a little shoebox, and it's got the little croc in there, and it's adorable. I'm trying to get it shut. It even has a little size on it. It says size 5. Is that not adorable? Oh, I love that. We'll give that to somebody's kid one day. All right.
This never happened.
I forgot what I was talking about. That made me happy. I'm so hungry.
You just imagine her like working out somewhere and you're yelling over at someone, "Hey, little boy, come here. You want a McDonald's crock?" And he'd be like, "What the fuck is a McDonald's crock?" And she'd be like, "Here, just let me get it." And he comes out with this little box and it has this fucking shoe wrapped up in it. I'd be like, I don't talk to strangers. I'd use Brooke's line if that happened to me when I was young.
I'm glad that I can finally eat McDonald's now. For years, I couldn't. I said, can you put extra onion and extra pickle?
You said heavy onion and pickle.
Yeah. I don't know how you fuck up, but whatever. There's literally like no onions on it and no pickles.
Heavy could be misheard as half-a. Heavy, half-a. If I'm only paying half attention, if you're like, give me half onions, half pickles. Because no one says heavy onions, heavy pickles.
But it's okay.
I ready to see her eat.
So I guess yesterday, or Friday, remember when I said that my abuser ran? He did. He went and hid in the barn. Left his truck door open and everything.
Yeah, I would too. I'm scared of you.
And then today, remember I told you, I said he's scared to let me have his face on camera. And then today, it's to stand on the porch and act like he doesn't care. Oh, that killed him. I know it did. I know him. Lived with him from men around him for almost 20 years. He is seething. Good. Good. Now the world can see your face.
Yeah, that was mean of her. She showed Uncle Randy's face.
Here's the thing.
He's
If
a little,
the Madison Sheriff's Department would have shut that escorts down in the
little fireman.
90s when I was a child, there's a good chance that I might be a felon. There's a good chance that I wouldn't have been strung out on drugs. There's a good chance that I would have had a 20-year career in the military because that's where I was headed when I met this man. I had already took my test and everything.
The military test? Basic training? Is that what she means?
Why did they let him set up there for 30 years and coerce women and force some of them?
The big, scary abuser was scared of little old Brooke. He had to hide in the barn from her.
Into sex trafficking, and they just let it happen. And then I tried to kill myself in 2009. I drank a bottle of rubbing alcohol. They rushed me to the hospital. I tell every person who is a mandated reporter in that hospital what happened to me, what this man is doing to me sexually. And they put me in a sheriff's car, and they drove me back to his house. And they said, you'll be better here. You don't want to go to a women's shelter. I was 18. And I've been living with him for over a year at this point.
They didn't investigate at all?
What?
Mick says you're lying.
Which means that I was 17.
She did get the license plates. I think I might have skipped over it because we watched it a few streams back actually. So when it went like in chronological order, it might have skipped over that part. We can like go back and see it again though. Real quick. That's in the stream before this, I think. Or there's 2 streams before this, because there was a 17-minute stream before this one where she was like, I got it all on camera, but she didn't get anything on camera. It was just her yapping at the camera.
I don't care if I was 25. I don't care if I was 25. If a woman goes to the hospital and says, listen, and this man...
So I'm just skimming through this video. I don't see her confront anyone. Brooke lied to us. She goes to Walmart, and then she comes back to the truck and is playing with the Happy Meal more. And the shoe. Like, look. Oh, she got a face on.
So we use the eyes.
Oh, she's putting stickers on her laptop. Hold on, okay. Let me get it here. That is...
I had to hang up because...
important.
At Stokesdale storage, they wanted my shit. More money, $100 I don't have. I just paid to them. That leaves me at $6. And how does he expect me to get it on that I own? Oh. Oh, yeah. So if this motherfucker tries to talk to me, I'm gonna get hostile. I'm gonna get hostile because I don't... Piece of shit that did this on purpose so that I had to come back out here. I can barely fucking walk. There's a tractor, but where's my tag? And how does he expect me to get it on there? With what screws? With what screws? Hold on. Okay, now I can't even turn my camera around because this goddamn apple is a piece of shit. I'm using my car key to loosen up these. Ouch. God damn it, just cut me.
Always with the vape in hand.
Can't get this fucking on, man. I'm getting so mad. This is what they want. They want to upset you in any way possible. He knows this pisses me off. But you know what he fails to realize is this is keeping a record. A judge is going to see this someday. A judge is going to see that I tried my best to do the right things by dropping my truck off because I didn't have the money to pay the payment. Now I have the money to pay the payment. So I came back to get my fucking truck to make the fucking payment. And this motherfucker has took my tag off so that I would go to jail. We're gonna go see who Uncle Randy is. Y'all wanna see him? He's been running from the camera. Oh, this is what he wanted. He wanted me to come back out. He wanted me to have to come back out here and deal with him. Why won't he deal with me when I'm on live? Just know, Randy, I'm coming. I'll show you my house, too. I'll show you the inside of my house that he's fucking wrecked with his old raggedy shit.
No, you won't. Say that because she doesn't. We don't see the inside of the house.
Oh, great. My registration's coming up. Wonderful. Another $150 fucking dollars that I don't fucking have. So this is my house. And that's my abuser. That's the man I met when I was 16 and kidnapped me. And that fancy new truck he got, he traded my Nissan. Where? Where? Oh, so you're not going to talk to me now. He says, oh, you got a bag of stuff that come out of your truck. Now he ain't going to talk to me since I showed his fucking, oh. Oh, yeah. Have to take the fucking tag off to drive it to High Point. You didn't do it on purpose, though, right? You fucking child abuser, child molester, fucking escort owner. Randolph William Roberts is his name, and he owned an escort service for 30 years, and I had no fucking clue until he started fucking raping me!
And that's her story. That changes from time to time, but she's sticking to it.
You know, for so many years, I
It's $1 million house, folks.
just laid over and fucking take it. I took it. I thought that this was, you know, when you're 16, 17, 18, hell, when you're 25 and fucking hungry, and people come into your life telling you that they want to help you, that they're here for you, they're your friend. You better run for the fucking hills. Run for the motherfucking hills. There's my storage sheds back there with all my furniture. That's my shop back there.
Her shop? She has her own shop in this place?
Yeah, so I could actually be running a business right now if I had access to my fucking house. That's the house I bought. That's the trailer I bought. Our agreement was when he died that the trailer would be switched over in my name. I gave him all the fucking money. Does that look like it's ever gonna happen? No.
Well, he's not dead.
I've got to sue the motherfucker. I have to hire an attorney. That's the best part. Guess how much that's gonna start at? $50,000.
Yeah, it fluctuates from 10 to 25 to $50,000.
10 to 50. And he's saying
See?
that it could get over 50. I'm so goddamn mad.
So we did see it from there. If she's not gonna go confront all those people like she said, then I don't have any interest in watching the rest of the repo stuff from back in the day. And since she's not live anymore, I'll probably pop off so we can catch Emma666's stream. You guys should go check her out. Most of you probably know who she is, but if not, that's her channel. She'll be live in like a half hour with Brooke and her crazy shenanigans this week. The craziest shenanigans of the week, at least. Maybe not of all time, but I mean, it's up there. It's definitely up there. She did some crazy shit this week. All right, I will. Thank you, Rand. I will see you guys for Tony later tonight. Probably around 9 or 10ish Eastern. Take care, guys.